Happy Friday, beautiful souls, and welcome to Spiritually Her. This is your safe space to explore the magic of inner work, grow your confidence, and embrace your self worth as the ultimate superpower. I'm Terrika Surrenity, your host and guide on this transformative journey. Here, we're breaking barriers, we're rewriting our stories, and stepping fully into that girl energy together. So grab your favorite drink, let's settle in, and let's vibe. Your next level starts right now. Happy Friday, guys, and welcome back to Spiritually Her. This is the space where we shed our perfection and choose our softness and glow from the inside out. It's me, Terrika Surrenity, and guys, I was about to say, it's me, Jessica. So if you know, you know. If you do not, how embarrassing for me is that? But that's okay because today I'm going to be very real and very raw and honest with you guys because this episode is not going to be polished. It's not going to be about the productivity tips or the morning routine breakdown. It is not about how to do more or even how to add more to your list that you already have. Because truthfully, this week, I felt like I haven't been productive. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I felt like I'm doing nothing. But somehow, Spirit said that that's the purpose. So today, we're talking about what it means when life feels slow, quiet, messy, or sometimes out of order. We're talking about how healing can feel like stillness, how being called into purpose doesn't always look like progress or productivity. And how sometimes the most miraculous shifts happen when you feel like you're not moving at all. So, if you're feeling like you are that couch potato or have been, there's a purpose for that. There is a reason. Okay? So, I was pulling cards this morning asking Spirit, what should this episode be about? And the first card that flew out was life purpose. And when I popped out, I was like, okay, cute. Sounds simple enough, right? But then two other cards popped out and it said seek healing. And then I got the do nothing card. So I knew exactly what my spirit team was trying to say and what people need to hear. And that is, baby girl, your purpose right now is to be still, to let the healing come, and to just stop trying to do your way through this spiritual awakening or this soul upgrade that we are encountering. So I want to ask you guys this. When was the last time you let yourself do nothing without guilt? I'm saying not scrolling, not overthinking, not reworking the plan for the 15th time, just breathing and just being. I used to think purpose was a straight path. Like you find your gift, you grind a little bit, you heal some childhood trauma, you do the shadow work, and then boom, alignment. But but purpose doesn't move like that. And I have found that out the hard way. I'm not even going to say that it was the hard way, more so it was difficult for me to accept that I didn't have to produce or perform all of the time. And to realize that purpose doesn't move like that 24/7. Sometimes Spirit snatches the steering wheel right out of your hands, throws that to-do list out of the window, and sits you all the way down. Like, have several fucking seats. And oftentimes when that happens, we panic. We think, oh my goodness, I must be doing something wrong. Why am I not manifesting the life that I want? Why do I feel like I'm falling apart again? But what if I told you that's exactly where you're supposed to be? What if the breakdown is the alignment? What if that silence that you have is really sacred? There's a reason for everything. I am a firm believer that there are no coincidences. So when it comes down to this stillness, and as I continue to pull the cards, in this reading, I also pulled Pluto, which is the planet of transformation, death, and rebirth, like the metamorphosis. And then I got Saturn, okay? And if you know anything about Saturn, that is the structure, the lessons, and the restrictions. It's almost like that old ancestor that did not take any bullshit, that's going to sit your ass down, right? Saturn doesn't play. But the last card that I got was miracles. And this is when that inner knowing, the message started to pour out that it is not about performing. Even myself get caught up in the performing as Terrika Surrenity. No, I don't have it all together. I grew up having to perform, having to prove myself worthy of certain things when it's not about that. This journey right here is about the becoming. And when you become, you're not performing. It's no act. You simply are. There is something sacred being rebuilt in you. But the lesson in it all is that the blessing can't drop into your hands if they're constantly full. So if you're constantly doing something, constantly thinking of the next step and the step after, if you're constantly producing, there's no room for the gems to drop, for the breadcrumbs, for the blessings and the miracles to drop in your hands, because you're constantly busy. Your hands are constantly full. And that's just the way that the universe, spirit, says that I'm pulling you back so that you can be set free. It's when you quiet the noise so that you can finally hear yourself and also be able to hear the guidance that is being given. This moment where you feel like nothing's happening, that's when everything's rearranging for you. So if this has been you telling yourself that I'm not doing enough, whether this is in a relationship, a job, your life purpose, your career, as a parent, whatever aspect this resonates with you, if you're thinking I should be further by now, or why can't I manifest like I used to, or why can't I manifest at all? Please know that you are not lazy, you're not behind, and you're damn for sure not broken. This is your journey of becoming. This is that level up. This is when that chrysalis breaks open. There is a version of you that is being called forward, but she can't come through when you're busy trying to hold up the version that's done all the performing, the overgiving, the pushing. Like, listen, let her rest. Let her be. Let her just kind of like unravel. Because that bitch, she needs some rest. She's been doing a lot. She's been in overdrive for a long time. She deserves rest as well. She doesn't have to perform to be loved. And she doesn't have to perform to be able to rest. So as I got further into this reading, I always come to this point where I'm like, okay, Spirit, I need clarification. And then came the tarot. So I got the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And then there was the Ten of Swords, which is saying that you guys have been working so hard. This is spiritually, emotionally, energetically, but it's time to rest. You've given and you've given, but you have to rest because now it's time to receive. You've carried the weight. You've done the work, but now it's time to heal the wound. It's almost like, and when I said wound, it is almost like when you, say for instance, you injure yourself and you might have a cut, right? You tend to it, you do the work, right? But then you bandage it up and you allow it time to heal, to rest. This is the period that you're in. So that Queen of Pentacles is you. That nurturing, grounded, and just divine energy that is saying to you that even queens need rest. Sometimes the healers need the healing, and even the light workers need to go dim for a bit. So, if you don't take anything else with you this week, or just in your life in general, know that even in the pause, you are still aligned. You're still shifting. And knowing that your healing is a part of your purpose. And your purpose makes room for the miracles. Okay? So guys, I will say, I hope this resonated with you guys. And even if you know that this episode not only spoke to your spirit or to someone you might know who may need to hear this message, send it to them. Share it with a sister who needs to hear it. Leave a review, tag me, follow me, or just do nothing. Just sit with it in your quiet space. All right? You don't need to rush your purpose. You don't need to prove your value. You just need to be. Okay? This is what it means to be spiritually her. And knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Okay? So, until next time, take care of your hearts. I love you. I mean it. Talk to you guys next Friday, or follow me on all of my socials and DM me because I want to meet you guys. I want to say hi. And yeah, sending you air hearts. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Spiritually Her. I hope you felt inspired, empowered, and ready to take the next step on your journey. If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's keep the conversation going. You can connect with me on TikTok at Surrenity101. That's SURRENITY 101. and on Instagram at spiritually.her. I'd love to hear your thoughts, breakthroughs, or even what topics you want to dive into next. Until next time, remember, your power is already within you. Keep shining and simply stay spiritually her. Bye!